everybody, this is Nick Davis from the Hot Wheel Tube on behalf of the Legoville playlist, and we're going to be taking a look at new Legoville's latest mod based off 60204 Lego Hospital with accessories supplied by 41318 Lego Friends Heartlake Hospital. See you after the gym. Guys, and welcome back. We're going to be doing a quick breakdown review of my latest MOC for new Legoville when new Legoville gets formed. This is based off using the 2018 Lego Hospital set 60204 and also with accessories supplied by the Lego Friends Heartlake Hospital set number 41318 released back in 2017. We're going to be taking a quick look at the MOC on the outsides, and we're going to break it down by level and show you some interesting features that we've got built into this hospital unit. So, let's go take a look, shall we? Okay, before we really get started, let's have a quick scan around the sides, take a look at the entire model in its entirety there. That's Tom, our stunt minifig. He'll be appearing in a lot more of our MOCs and builds, so give you a sense of scale of the buildings. As you can see elements from the set number 60204 with the long hospital red stand, and a little bit of pieces from the architecture with the relief build here and the use of the red and white to indicate this hospital. We're going to quickly turn this around so you can see what's going on. But before we do that, that is the emergency bay with a sliding door for the emergency vehicles, and we keep the old sliding door format also for the entrance to the hospital itself. And you see it's a standard MOC on a 32 by 32. Squared off sides for easy slotting into the cities. I specifically designed this to basically go with the new Lego police set that's coming out, and it's primarily built out of white, red and grey bricks. Oh, this special build piece here, we'll talk about it later, but it's inspired by Small Brick City. Quick turning it around, and that's the full 360 of the new Legoville's hospital. Right, in the next one we're going to quickly basically break this down by layer. So I've got to spend a couple of minutes basically loosening it up because we all know modules get a bit squirrely when they're all put together, and we'll take it down level by level of this build. See you there. Bye. And here we go, we basically have broken the modular down now, so you can see basically with all the gaps there. So we're going to pull this apart level by level so you have a quick look down it. Starting off with the top area, this is basically the roof of the hospital. All hospitals have a helicopter pad just there, and you can see the entranceway into the elevator shaft just there, with elevator housing up here, like so. Tom's just hanging up there to give a sense of scale. We'll come next to one of the air conditioning units, and this is basically more or less a standard roof with elements you'll see from 60204, basically being the guardrail here and the top part of the red pits, and I think that piece there was there too. Oh, and the H for the hospital. So that is what the roof looks like. Moving on to the second level of the hospital, this is primarily the OR and the ward level. We're going to take a little look inside it, see some of the details. You can see some of the elements were made here out of the beds. That's tucked in. As you know, anything made on minifig scale is basically a, what's the best word to describe it? A economy of scale. Because if obviously it was a big ward, it'd be the MOC would be 3 times the size of what it is. Let's put the cart back as well properly there. There we go. In here we've used some elements from the Lego Heartlake Hospital set 41318. Vending machine, the cart here, water dispenser and the aquarium. Bandage station. Receptionist is now basically the nurse station. And the cabinet over there is also an element from there as well. All the beds are what we call an MOC, or my own creation. Basically I took a standard bed type and added the blues into it with the dispensers for medications just there. And it's quite nice. And in here we have the operating room. There's a doctor on standby, they're looking at some interesting samples. There's a monitor, there's the bed for operating, skeleton for obviously diagnostic purposes. And that goes into the front of the building here. The entire top part here was made with grey brick, mainly because I ran out of white. This is a lot of white in this piece, and it's perhaps one of the heaviest pieces I have in Legoville in terms of weight and volume. and that was kind of nice, neat little thing to put together. And of course, that's the elevator shaft with the elevator down the bottom there, the door. Let's see if it does properly. That slides back and forth on the runners here, which is basically how we decided to put it together. So that is the second floor of the hospital, what I call the operating room and recovery centre. They would architectural details, put a railing in there to give a little bit less of a flat purpose, but made sure we're smooth down the side for easy putting together the modulars. Okay, let's look at the second floor. You're going to see a few more elements from the set number 60204, which I basically incorporated directly into the set. This is more the diagnostic centre, so we've got eye testing station just there with a nurse looking on to make sure he's looking in the right place. We have a small lab setup just here with a computer keyboard, a vending machine here for coffee, let's see if we get it probably, and someone to wash their hands, and another nurse coming up the corridor here. The doors again slide for the elevator shaft, like so. We have the birthing station just here, which takes straight from the Lego set, and the X-ray machine in the X-ray room, which is a little more cramped, but I ran out of modular pieces to make it a little bit more open. But all in all, that is the second floor of the hospital set. As we see, elements from 6024 here, relief architecture down here, the use of the grey texture bricks here, flatness, slopes, and of course the red piece just there to basically give it a long, keep everything together there. And look again, there's the elevator shaft. Okay, we're going down to the next floor. Okay, here we are. We are on the final floor, the ground floor of the hospital here. Sliding floor doors, which are basically throughout my hospital set, based off the 60204 design, used for the emergency vehicle entrance here too. So it gives it a nice little continuation work. Flat tiling here, obviously to keep that modular look going in. Look inside, we have the triage receptionist just there, and then we have the basically the convenience area for store for eating, that kind of thing. A nice little waiting area there and a ramp for going in. Moving around here, we have the emergency room. Again, and minifigs is basically economy of scale, so everything's kind of more cramped up than you'd really expect in a real OR, so emergency room. But again, we're working with a finite amount of space, and if we were to make these actual life size, these buildings would be 5 or 6 times the size. There's a sliding door, opens and closes. Nice little work play feature just there. Nurses at the desk there. Doctors injecting a incoming casualty. The bed element is from set number 413108 Friends Heartlake Hospital, which I've modded a little bit to incorporate some more minifig style images into there. And it's come together quite nicely, with of course the elevator shaft just there. Opens and closes, nice sliding doors there. So the elements have got a nice little play element, and that is the ground floor of this. This is a pure modular building, and we're going to put this back together again, and I'm going to show you the element we stole from Small Brick City, which basically showed you how to make elevator shafts that go up and down here. This is actually the elevator just here. So we have a fully working elevator, even though it's kind of hand powered. But I'll show you that in action in a second, so see you there. Now, this is a hospital modular, and unlike other modular buildings where the minifigures you have stairs to get up and down the building, I needed an elevator in here, which is just part of just here, the top part of the building, so patients could be moved up and down the different parts of the hospital, basically for the various treatments, starting from the emergency room, diagnostics, to full ward and operating treatment. Now, there's many ways of doing this. I couldn't figure my head around a lot of them, so I used a simple technique from Small Brick City, where they talked about basically using a dogleg build just like this, and moving the elevator up using a handheld elevator arm just here. And we should move it up. It gets a little caught sometimes because you have to keep it a teensy bit balanced. As you can see, if you look through the windows, you can see the elevator going all the way up to the top, and all the way back down again. This is done using this strange brickleg dogleg design. There's a little groove in your building here. You have to look at Small Brick City and look up the elevator video to look at it. I'll see if I can basically link it in the comments below. It's the tour of New Legoville's new hospital. Standard 32 by 32 mark. What's going to happen when it goes into New Legoville, when New Legoville gets founded, is the the police station will probably go there, and the fire station will probably go there. So it's slot nicely into emergency row. This is a great little building. I've been wanting to do this ever since I got hold of set 60204. I wanted to get hold of 2 of them, but I got originally at the end of the life cycle of the set, so it was hard to get hold of another one for me with a reasonable price. So I opted to build this modular, basically almost all the square white and grey that I have. And it's worked out quite nicely, I think. So I'm very happy with the results. They've got a nice little hospital modular to go into the city, because I don't think Lego anytime soon are going to be doing a new hospital or producing a Lego modular, and it certainly fits in the city quite nicely. So that being said, I want to wish you all a fantastic day. Be safe out there and play well.